Hi, I'm Frank Wigginton, Certified Financial Planner. Welcome to the Budgeting 101 series. Today I'm going to talk to you about what is a budget, and because most people don't really know what it is. Yes, it's the dreaded B word, we all know that. Most people don't really enjoy doing it. I think the reason why that is that most people aren't really comfortable or really understand how to do it or what really it will do for them. So they don't have a big enough why or a big enough reason to actually go about and get it done. They know they should, but that's about all. So today I want to talk to you about what is a budget and why is it important. Why are you going to take the time to go about and do this? So first of all, what is a budget? Well, a budget is going to be something that looks something like this. Okay, very simply, it's going to record all the different money that you have coming in, and then it's going to record all the money you have going out. Fits right on one page, and I've got this sample on my website. There'll be a link there for you in the blog. You can just click and get a copy of this Excel spreadsheet, which will help you tremendously. So once you've identified the money coming in and the money going out, you'll be able to identify how much do I have left over every month and how much should I have, or how much am I overspending every month in many people's cases. Why is a budget important, I think, is a bigger question for a lot of people. They just don't understand why it's so important that they budget. They hear it here or there, I've got to do one, you should do one, it's a good thing to do, but they never really get explained why. And I think the why is that it really helps you to focus and understand where you're spending your money. And once you have a good understanding of where you're spending your money, you can start prioritizing and saying, well, I would rather have my money go over here than to go over here. So for example, some people go out and they buy their lunch every single day. They buy a coffee, they buy their lunch, that sort of thing. That can easily add up to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year, depending on what they're eating and what they're buying, obviously. Well, for many people, they say, oh, I would love to take that trip, I would love to do this, I would love to do that. And what they don't realize is that they do have the money to do it. They're just spending it in other places. So that's what a budget's really going to help you to do, is get a grip on where is all your money going. So the next step, a lot of people say, well, Frank, that's great, but how do I really get started? What do I do? Well, first of all, you need to set aside some time and get yourself mentally in that place to say, I'm going to tackle this. Okay, it's not a big job. You need 3 to 4 hours. If you have a significant other, get the significant other involved. They should be participating in this as well. Then what I want you to do is gather up 3 months worth of statements. So all your bank statements, all your credit card statements, and not just the ones you tell your spouse about, all the credit card statements. Come on, guys. So that you have everything there in front of you. If you're like many of us, you use plastic to pay for everything, whether it's debit or credit. And if you do use cash, pocket money for buying those lunches, buying those coffees, things like this, that's going to fall under pocket money in this category, and that's going to be found on your bank statements as ATM. Okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you to go to the website. I want you to get the spreadsheet that I've got here, or some computers, they have a budget spreadsheet already built in a template somewhere, and you can do that as well. You can use those ones. And then I want you to go through the statements line by line and then try and grab the categories that you think, do this in pencil, mark down the categories beside each line item in each statement as to what it is that statement, which category that expense will fall into, okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you to tally it all up. I want you to put it into the spreadsheet, okay? And then the spreadsheet's going to show you at the bottom what your total expenses were, your total income, and then what your total cash flow is. So how much do you have extra, or how much are you short every single month? So once that's all done, then you're going to have a clear picture. Hopefully, that's going to be a positive number at the end. You have excess money at the end of every month. But if it's not, if it's a negative, you need to seriously start looking at cutting back in some expenses or finding ways to save some money in different areas and discovering where is my money really going by looking back at all the different expense items. It's important because if you're running a negative balance every single month, you're just putting yourself more and more in debt and or spending more and more of your savings every single month to meet your monthly needs. And that's the reality. It's not a big job, guys. Get on top of it and do it. I'm going to have a ton more videos on budgeting. I'm going to do a whole series here, Budgeting 101. So look to my website and watch for a bunch of tips and tricks on different ways that you can save a small fortune. There's one, for example, where you can save over 40% on your groceries. Okay, I'm sure everybody's interested in learning a little bit about how to do that. I'll talk to you soon.